Hey guys, so today we learned how to factor using the sum of cubes method in assignment 8.2. So we're going to be doing problem 14 right now. So problem 14 is 250x to the fourth plus 128x. So our first step when we're factoring anything is always to see if we can take out a greatest common factor. So between 250 and 128, we know that 2 is the greatest common factor, but then also if we look at both of these, they both have an x. So we're going to take out an x. So when we do that, we're left with 150 x to the third, or sorry, 125, gosh. We are left with 125 x to the third plus 64. Okay. So now we have to look to use our sum of cubes method. So looking at this one, we want to try and write that as something cubed. And then our other term we also want to write as something cubed. So 5 is, if we cube 5, we get 125. So the cube root of 125 is 5. And then to cube something to get x cubed would just be x. So 5x is our first one. If we were to distribute the cube, we would get 125x cubed. So that's what we're looking for here. This term and this term are the same thing with the cube pulled on the outside. So then we're going to do the same thing with 64. 64 is equal to 4 cubed. And then of course we still have our greatest common factor 2x on the outside. Alright, so now we need to remind ourselves of our difference of cubes formula, or sum of cubes formula. So if we have something cubed plus something else cubed, that's going to be equal to that thing, so a plus b added up, times a squared minus ab plus b squared. So that's our sum of cubes formula. So now we have to identify which of these things is a and b. So this one, 5x is a, and 4 is b. So we're just going to take 5x and 4 and plug them in anywhere we see a and b in the formula. And of course we have to keep our greatest common factor on the outside, so 2x gets to hang out there. So then we have a plus b is the first part, so 5x plus 4. And then the second part here we have a squared, so we're going to have 5x in parentheses squared minus a times b, so 5x times 4, and then plus b squared, so 4 squared. And then from here we're just looking to simplify, so we have 2x on the outside, 5x plus 4 is already as simple as it gets. 5x squared, so remember when we square things inside parentheses, we have to give the square to both of these. So this is actually going to be 5 squared x squared, and 5 squared is 25. So we have 25x squared. Then minus 5x times 4, so that's going to be 20x. Plus 4 squared, which is 16. So our final answer is right here. We have 2x times 5x plus 4 times 25x squared minus 20x plus 16 for our final answer.